Hi, welcome to day 4. No, it's day 5 of Festive Tangles. And today I'm going to go back to one of Zentangle's originals. It's spoken. So, Zentangle has several tangles that are very well suited for this festive theme. One of them is Arucas or Starucas, variant of it with a star, or maybe jetties like Baubles, Vertigog, like Pine Leaf, or is it a leaf or whatever. But spoken, I almost never use it, and I thought, okay, let's try to make it into a star-shaped thing or whatever. Let's see how it goes. So spoken starts with an orb, and then you just grow these ribbons out of it, and they go the same way from the edge of the orb. And you can see here I'm discontinuing them so that I have enough space for the name of the tangle. And you don't have to worry if they are really close to each other, or if the distance between them is not the same or whatever. I will extend this one. But maybe if you want a regular star shape, you can also try to make it work in a way. And then I will try to just add new ones that will form some spokes. So this is where I'm thinking more strategically about how I place them. Although it's not what this tangle originally is about. And as always, I'm not using totally straight lines. My lines are just a little bit curved, but it's fine if you use the straight ones. Just really depends on your preferences, what you are more comfortable with. And another one. And of course, now you get to decide what to do with these spaces between these ribbons. And one way to handle it, maybe the most obvious one, is to just add orbs, a string of orbs. And the way that we do this, or what we sometimes call perfs, is to make them look like they're squeezed in next to each other. So you start with one and then you draw the next one like it's maybe hidden partially between. And you can even not draw the whole orb, but just draw these little fragments of it. It's not so easy to manipulate the shapes when the space is so tiny. Anyway, I think that if you use spoken like this, it might be, or it might make a nice top ornament on a stylized Christmas tree that you might draw on a Christmas card or something like that. Oops, very cute. Those small oopsies don't really matter. This space is so tiny, and once we add shades and highlights to it, it will not be visible at all. So now I will start adding the shades and highlights, and I will add a shade all around the orb and maybe a little bit more below, So just below where my smiley shape is. And I also want to add orb along each string of orbs. And I'm thinking about adding shade below some of these ribbons. So as always, with the ones that are placed horizontally or more or less horizontally, it's very easy to determine where to place the shade. When you have these that are placed more vertically, like this one on top, this is when it will be maybe more challenging to decide where to place them. So if it's leaning towards the right side, then you can place below, and this one is leaning towards the left side, and I will place it towards the bottom of my tile. Now I'm just going to grab my tortillon and blend these shades. And you know, with these ribbons, if you are placing the shades like I did, sort of like there is a source of light on the top part, somewhere in the middle, it would make sense also not to place this shade on top of the ribbon. But I don't really care about the traditional shading theory. I'm just trying to enhance the above and below placement of ribbons. Placing. Anyway, if you are following Zentangle's project packs, the one that's just now in progress, they're releasing a new video each day, is about this shading and specifically about placing tangles on top and below each other, or sections of specific tangles. This is one of the first things you learn when you start tangling. So now with my little white pencil, and you can see that it's nicely sharpened because the spaces are so tiny, you want the pencil to be really sharp so that you can place the highlights without muting the lines too much. If you do mute them, well, it's easy to retrace them. But I'm trying to be more efficient. So I'm trying not to mute them in the first place. It's kind of cute like this, at least in my opinion. With my white Jelly Roll 10, I will add this little reflected light on the bottom, and then I'll add some bright white on these ribbons or spokes that are crossing over the others. I think I neglected my gold pen. I think I didn't use it in my last video, and I will do something with it here. Maybe just a little touch of white, at least in these bigger dots, to make them shine. And then with my gold pen, I will just add maybe a few more ribbons that are I'm flicking, kind of making them disappear as they move away from the center, and not being particularly picky about how I place them. I think it adds kind of an additional charm to the drawing. I'm sorry about this little ping. So that's my version of Spoken by Zentangle. And I will finish as always with the name of the tangle. Okay, so here's my cute little star made of Spoken, and I like it. I really like it, and I hope that you do too. Thanks for being here with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.